What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good Monday, Memorial Day morning. If you're working, thank God. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Hey, make sure y'all press that like button on all platforms. We on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Share the message. Yeah. Super Mike's here. Yeah. That's right, baby. I'm a witness. I'm a witness. I'm a witness. All right, what we're going to do this morning, all we're going to do this morning is get into some, we're just going to talk a little bit. We're dealing with some current events, issues, situations in the media, stuff that we shouldn't be surprised over. But, for some reason it takes all this type of pain. The winds have to hit us. It takes a lot of pain for us just to get our stuff together. So I'm just going to go over a couple of things that I've seen in the media. Y'all let me know what you had, in mind. If you guys got time, you might come up. But basically, I'm just getting over into, some of the stuff that I've seen. Everybody understands that we got to spread a more positive message. Don't matter if you get views and clicks, spread the knowledge. The enemy's going to try to ban you. This is what they do all the time. No biggie. No biggie. No biggie, guys. So I think what I want to go into first. Well, since I got the cover there, let's talk about the plantation. So like right now, we got a situation where, we've been having this situation for a while, right? Democratic plantation. Or to me, it's just white supremacy in general. Because to me, if you're in a Democrat thing or a Republican thing, or you think that you have to integrate just to be successful, especially as a black person, and even as the white people or whoever, the thing is, America is about culture. And when you're trying to force something that ain't working, clearly, maybe we need to face the facts. And the fact is that I really don't think this integration thing is working right, because we don't really understand each other the way that we think we do. A lot of us think that it's cool to put up to demonize black people. So, just for example, remember we had this guy. His name was Frank, the black shooter, the mass shooter in New York that they picked up. Still, shaky story. We really don't know. Nobody got killed. Reports say that he told everybody to run away. Frank James. So, this is kind of fishy to me, because I got my tinfoil hat on Okay, so according to Yahoo News, let's look at this. And we're gonna go over this just a little bit because I got some theories on this because this is set up. This stuff seemed real set up to me. All right, we got Frank James. And I'm gonna show this. Let's go through this here. Let me share this screen. Because that was just weird. That Frank James shooting, this YouTube guy, this nutcase. Okay, so it says New York subway shooting suspect. Okay, so this was May 24th. He's a New York subway shooting suspect charged with second-degree murder. Okay, a man suspected in the fatal weekend shooting of New York City subway rider less than 2 months ago after a mass shooting on the transit system was arrested today. Hold on. No, this is not the one I want. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Frank James, okay. This stuff was real set up to me. Here it is, I think. Frank James charged in Brooklyn mass shooting. This is April, last month, 2022. A criminal complaint. Okay. It says Frank James charged in Brooklyn mass shooting on New York subway. Defendant allegedly attempted to kill commuters during morning rush hour. So they want to allege that this man, Frank James, intended to kill. He was intending to kill. This is what they're saying, Frank James. What's going on, everybody? Press a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Say what's up. If you guys want to come up, go ahead and make a comment, and you can say what you want to say on the show. I will drop the link if you want the link. But right now, I'm just going through some, some suspect stories. We want to tie a few things together. I'm just kind of going through my morning news thing with me this morning. All right, so Frank James, all right? Remember last month, he was, they made a big deal that he drove and he did this mass shooting in New York subway, big deal. They made a big news story of it. They made it national. They sent it to all the social media people. The people on social media went crazy, okay? Because a lot of times they know that people don't tie things together. Frank James charged with attempted shooting, mass shooting on New York subway. Defendant allegedly attempted to kill commuters during morning rush hour. A criminal complaint was unsealed today in federal court in Brooklyn, charging Frank James with conducting a violent attack on a mass transportation vehicle in violation of 18 USC, whatever that is, 1992 A7, Section 7, Article 7, whatever, and B1. And so the charged terrorist attack or other violence against a mass transportation system relates to April 12th, 2022 mass shooting on New York City subway in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. James was arrested earlier today. That was the 13th, the next day. James was arrested earlier today by New York City police officers in Manhattan and will make his initial appearance tomorrow before the United States Magistrate Judge Ronan. Okay? So now, this man was the alleged defendant, and let me see if I just want to be fair. I'm going to see if I can find any current news. Let's just Google him straight up. All right, so now the most current news that we have here is that he's in jail, friends with R. Kelly. Okay, so that's pretty much suspect. Okay, yeah. Trying to get some more current stuff. This is all from last month. The most current stuff is that they're trying to tie him with R. Kelly in jail. Who, you know, actually, you know what, too? This is actually good. I'm going to pull this up because it's going to tie into something that we're. All right, so whatever. Let's do that one. All right, so Frank James, Brooklyn's been making some friends while he's in jail with R. Kelly, okay? So that's the most current stuff. All right, the bottom line is, I mean, this man didn't kill anybody. He did a mass shooting. They made a big deal of it. They claim he attempted to kill people on a rush hour, which you could easily kill people. According to the pictures, according to the reports that I read before, he literally told people, "Y'all better run," and start shooting. What kind of mass shooting is that, man? What are you doing? Now they want to demonize R. Kelly. They said, he was dealing with underage women, which, yeah, okay, he should have been faced consequences for that. That was against the law, and the other stuff that they want to say that he was doing, which was probably bad, that he's in jail for and he needs to pay for. Okay, but to me, just as a side note, anybody who wants to listen to R. Kelly's music, yeah, that's cool. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing wrong with listening to music. Just because the person who's singing the music is a creep or something like that, that means nothing to people who want to listen to music. Okay, that's just music is a product, guys. So we got to kind of get out of some of this extra stuff, because what they're doing here is they're trying to just destroy all the products so that they will devalue the products so they can buy them on the cheap. And the next thing you know, you'll be seeing R. Kelly's products, his music, spread all over the world, but it'll be owned by white people. That's how they do it. They devalue your stuff, spread it all over the place. And they don't care about the children. And we'll get to that a little bit later. We'll get to why we know they don't care about children. But it's interesting. They put Frank James out here, mass shooting. That seemed set up to me. To me, it did. So, it's up to everybody to believe what they want to believe. But that stuff seemed real suspect to me, how they put this out here. Nobody died. They made a big deal of it. Black mass shooter drove far to go into New York and shoot people up. All right, so now we're going to then now I look over here. Let me see. Hold on. So then later, now when we had this top shooting, okay, now we learned they killed this little weird slime ball white supremacist 18-year-old time bomb, killed this brother, this security guard, Aaron Salter. Okay, we know that Aaron Salter now not only was a security guard, not only was a former police officer, not only loved his community, but this man actually was an inventor of a technology that would eliminate the need for gasoline to power cars. Okay. Not to mention the other good, beautiful black people in that store. But this particular man was there, and it seems like the killer cased the joint. Okay. Then we find out that we find, hold on a second, this one. A retired federal agent from Texas was one of 6 people in regular, guys. It means they talked regularly. A retired federal agent from Texas, Texas shooting, interesting. A retired federal agent from Texas was one of 6 people in regular communication with the white supremacist Buffalo murderer. 30 minutes prior to the shooter, in 30 minutes prior to the attack, the shooter invited the former agent to review his attack plans and watch his live stream. A former federal agent. A former agent continues to maintain all of their contacts, guys. Okay. And we understand that when we start looking into what the purpose of the CIA is, and we'll go into that more on another thing. But the CIA is really just the leaders of industry, Wall Street. They're those company executives. They become CIA, members and directors and stuff. So this federal agent knew about this Buffalo attack before it happened. Okay, and then the police didn't do anything about it. Then what's suspicious to me as well, I'm just putting it out there. What's suspicious is this guy. This
and
guy.
Right now, we want to go back to the scene of the crime.
News 4's Tara Lynch has been at the scene all afternoon and all evening. She can bring us an update now. Tara?
But I've been telling you one story since we first came on the air, and it was about this man here, Grady Lewis. You were in that Tops earlier this afternoon. We're going to get to that story. But you told me just a few moments ago that you actually spoke with the suspect yesterday. He was here. Tell me more about that.
I seen him, and he looked strange in the neighborhood, but he had a genius shirt on. So I wanted to see if he was a genius. And we sat and talked about string theory, critical race theory, beginning of civilization, and he seemed like he was a genius, actually.
All right, so we seen this nut. That was very suspicious to me. The news seemed like they singled that guy out. Not only did we see that federal agents in Texas knew that this little shooter, this murderer, this white supremacist murderer was going to do his murder and live stream, reviewed the man's attack plans, guys. Not only that, but also we know for a fact that the CIA is about big business. And we know that Aaron Salter, which is a security guard, but he was an inventor as well of a technology. He's an inventor of a technology that eliminates the needs for the cars and the electric vehicles if you wanted to. The water-powered vehicle, you can use your same vehicle and just power by water instead of gas or electric. Dude, that's dangerous. The CIA and federal agents, they are there to protect big Wall Street businesses. Okay, so not only, so I'm just saying this stuff is, we talking about mass disinformation. Like I said earlier, we seen how they posted this one, Frank James, this supposedly black mass shooter, some YouTuber, and they put him all over the whole entire planet. Like this man went to New York subway during rush hour and did this mass shooting. Nobody died. All right. But so that gets you to, so you can't say, oh, black people don't do mass shooting. This old 62-year-old man, what is he worried about mass shooting? He kills nobody. All of the people said that he told everybody, y'all better run before he starts shooting. Okay. So that we got that. So then we hear this big bubble butt talk.
And right now,
And then we see this.
He looked out of place, not because
They get the same weirdo. They get the same weirdo to interview him again.
he looked out of place, not because he was white. It's just a feeling I had about him and intuition. That's definitely energy that
he's got microphones in his ears. They're telling this man what to say.
he looked out of place, not because he was white. It's just a feeling I had about him and intuition. That's definitely energy that made me say, well, let me talk to this guy. And I talked to him for like an hour and 45 minutes. And I actually even bought him something to drink because he did seem a little nervous.
See, something's wrong, guys. Something really wrong. Now, I know a lot of people don't make these type of connections. It's because a lot of us don't study, because it's too much for a lot of us to be dealing with all this stuff. A lot of us don't even feel like thinking like this. But, you know, I'm going to put it together. I don't care. Conspiracy theory, whatever. But the bottom line is the truth is stranger than fiction. It's interesting, too, when they had the Frank James, they tried to give shine on.
Hi, how are you? What is your name?
I'm good. My name is Zach. I was working inside that store and I was doing security cameras inside. And I see the guy, he walking from the screen. I see him from the cameras. So I thought, oh, shit, this guy. Let me call the police. And I call him and we catch him.
Zach, you were a hero. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We
try
thank you.
to make.
Okay, so that guy's the one so-called credited with catching the mass shooter, Frank James, who literally turned himself in. The police didn't catch him. So what's the point of the police? So now that's what so-called mass shooting, guys. I'm just saying this is, we got to kind of think about what's going on. Then next thing you know, down in Texas, in Uvalde, the police just let a mass shooter go out there and murder 19 people and 21 people in a school. And really let me check this out, because who actually stopped that, according to the reports that I'm seeing now, the people who stopped that was actually was one of the teacher's husband. They just sat there and let this dude sit there in that store and just murder. They just let him murder. Just constant murdering. That's how they world it. So what's the point of the police? We really don't understand the point of the damn police, except to protect criminals. And the thing is, my true belief is, if you didn't have these police, because there was a lot of towns that didn't even have police, and they were just fine. But if you didn't have these police here, because once these criminals do something, once somebody do something crazy, what end up happening is the people who they did it to get them. But the police stops the people. Yeah, got it. Exactly. What's up, Brother Speak? Yep. Yeah, the police are the ones, to me, that stops the damn people from handling the business. That's how I look at it. So I really don't think there needs to be a police. I think we'd be better off with just neighborhood and community security services that, submit to a board, a local community board. You can have the board, you can have a regional board by county, you can have it by city if it's a big city, but the thing is, all of this little police and police unions, and this man is the one. They said it was an off-duty border patrol agent. He's not the regular police. In his barber shop with a handgun, responding to his wife's text messaging. She was a teacher inside that school, along with his 8-year-old daughter. Jacob Albrando, a father of 3, received a text message from his wife, Tricia, a 4th grade math and science teacher at school, when he was at the barber's chair. There's an active shooter, she said. Help, I love you. Okay. This man got up. This man got up and the barber gave him a shotgun. That man got up because he was like, F that. His wife and kid in there. He went in there and he's the one that shot that shooter. Not these police. These police are trash. All right. And we got to understand that. This is not a joke, guys. You know, we can't be, I mean, we can be debating and stuff like that, but we got to understand, like, this stuff is mass psychosis. They literally are, they're useless to us. They really are, guys. They don't stop crime. They don't solve crimes. It's like when people trip me out when they talk about, oh, look at Chicago. That's like as if that's a reflection on black people. Something wrong with us. Well, don't we pay police for Chicago? They don't want got the money to find these criminals and stuff. They don't want to got the TV shows making it seem like they all that. Where they at? What they doing? What are the damn police doing? Okay, what is
emphasize something that I know you all know. But the reality is, as horrible as what happened, it could have been worse. The reason it was not worse is because law enforcement officials did what they do.
They did nothing.
She's right. And a lot of times that weirdo is wrong, but she's right that time. They did nothing. They sat there, let them people die, get killed, murderized, and they still trying to figure out why they need police. See, police legitimize. You know, this is the thing is, guys, like, I mean, and a lot of this stuff is hard to believe because a lot of people say, well, what are we going to do? Well, the bottom line is that you first off, you start thinking, you start getting with like-minded people. But the first thing you got to recognize, these people ain't for us. These people are not for us. And that's one of the reasons why, for example, like this dude in your boy in Georgia, Herschel Walker and Warnock. Now, Warnock is clearly smarter than Walker. You know, Herschel Walker is just what is this man? I can't even describe him. He's literally a puppet with a hand up his ass. But so is Warnock. Okay, but Warnock is supposedly a little bit smarter. But
see that it's a person wielding that weapon. You know, Cain killed Abel. You know, and that's the problem that we have. And I said, what we need to do is look into how we can stop those things. You know, he talked about doing a disinformation. What about getting a department that can look at young men that's looking at women that's looking at just social media? What about doing that, looking into things like that, and we can stop that way? But yet they want to just continue to talk about taking away your constitutional rights. And I think there's more things we need to look into. This has been happening for years, and the way we stop it by putting money into the mental health field, by putting money into other departments rather than departments that want to take away your rights.
The dot, dead diver, then on the daddy dot, man David.
Hey, I don't need to make fun of that dude. Obviously, he crazy as hell. What's up? What's up, BMT? Hey, obviously the damn boy is crazy. But guess what? Why does he even got a chance? It's because they want to ignore black people. Black people have been telling them, hey, give us some money. We need to fix our school. We need to fix our police. We need to fix this. Punish the police this bad, and we good. But they were, oh, no, black folks, we know, we don't need y'all to, tell y'all what to do. You know, they want us to ask our women to carry guns. Our women all over the place carrying guns. I mean, and that's cool, but do we believe that's a permanent solution? That's all I want to ask you. We hardly never see the men and the women together Okay. The women is like the gun is the replacement for the black man. You see, when you see the white people, where's the black man? That's your protection, sis. There you go. But when you see the white family, they all together. You know, they got guns all together. Well, there's a white woman, and then you got your. But when you see the white family, look at that. Look who has the guns. And they're making it look good. It's cool. It's safe. This keeps us safe. Okay? But when you see the black people with guns, no, they don't want you to have that. They want the woman to have it by herself. If a black man is in the picture with a woman and a gun, it's dangerous. Look at that. You're supposed to be scared of that. That's supposed to make you scared. Run, hurry up. Run, BMT. You got to run, man. Nah, because see, you can't have the black men and the woman in the picture with a gun together. It's got to either be her by herself, and that right there, she don't need you. She just got that. Or you got to be, this also makes them feel safe. This one here. This makes them feel safe. Oh, yeah, now, okay, we're safe. We're safe. Yes, this is what we want to see. We're safe. This also makes them feel safe. Yes, we're safe. We're safe. Okay, but where does that leave you? Okay, all you are needed for, you can carry a gun when you're fighting in their interests. Okay, and they really don't want to show that. They don't want to show that you did that. Really, you did that for them. That's when you can carry a gun, and then after that, give me that gun back, nigga. And then so the next little story, I'm just going through little stories and my reaction to them, guys, real quick. This is just quick. And I mean, if y'all want to come, I'm just going through it real quick. Yeah. They don't want to see that intact family. They hate that. They really do. These people hate intact black family. We got something right here on Facebook, but I'm going to show this one. Let me show this one. This is dangerous. Now remember, where's the agenda? What's the agenda? Where's the agenda? What's the agenda? Ain't no agenda.
The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like I felt like it was, I mean, like maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess like something must have happened in the last like they're turning it around, they're going hard. And then all that like momentum that I felt, like that sense of I don't have to be afraid to like, let's have these two characters kiss, let's in the background like I was just wherever I could just basically adding queerness to like if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud of them. But like I just was like, no one would stop me and no one was trying to stop.
Supposed to hate R. Kelly. Now, I mean, I'm just saying, y'all hate R. Kelly. R. Kelly is evil. He messed with kids. He's pedo. This is the bane of the black community, and rightfully so. We hate pedos. They should be destroyed, or at least in this world, to me, is so much pedo mess. Disney is a pedo factory. They just admitted it. What you gonna do about them? That's what I want to know. Oh, they too big to criticize. Can you put them in jail? Okay. Disney execs in leaked video boast queerness, gay agenda, elimination of terms boys and girls. They don't want you to use those terms anymore. Walt Disney is fighting Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay bill, even as the company embraces what could be described as policy of don't say boys and girls. Leaked video posted by Manhattan Institute senior fellow Christopher Rufo, which we don't like Christopher Rufo because he's racist. But, you know, the truth is the truth. That's the reason why you can't go off of personality when you're dealing with truth. A person who hates you can tell the actual truth, but that doesn't mean that's your friend. All right, so Christopher Rufo, he showed Disney executives promoting gender-neutral languages and yada, yada, yada. Okay, so the bottom line is y'all see it. Y'all can research it on your own. There, it is an agenda. So we know that they have an agenda, and we already knew they had an agenda, but they said it. They straight said it to you. It is what it is. Does that surprise you? That's what I want to know. Are we still surprised? I'm not. I ain't surprised by them. These people.
Get off! Move! What are you doing? Get off my car! He's still on my car. Get the fuck off my car.
All right, so I'm about to put some something decent on. Let's go with some decentness. I want to I just want to show that. Let's go to something a little bit more positive because we gonna deal with a little bit more of an answers positivity, because you know it is crazy. These people crazy, but guess what? There are solutions. Solutions aren't complicated. It's about family. This is like BMT said. They hate to see intact Black families, but guess what? That's your solution. Right here. They hate this.
Family in the world.
Look, we have 12 children. And yes, there are ours. There are people like this out here, guys. Okay, they always want to make it seem like it's horrible that Black people have children. You know, we have, 5 kids and 4 kids and 6 kids, 8 kids, 10 kids. It happens. A lot.
I started posting TikToks with my family in 2021, and we went viral. The negative comments bother me a little.
A lot.
No, depending on what it says. I hope he doesn't leave you because I have 6 and my husband left me.
Are they all yours?
You hear that crap? I hope he don't leave you because I have 6 and mine left me. So yours gonna leave you because guess what? They all the same. That's how dumb we think some of us think out here. We think just because something happened to me or us, that's how because he looks like mine and all of them niggas is the same. This is the type of dumb shit that, Lord, Lord, Lord. It's a good thing that God exists, because if he didn't exist, we'd probably all be dead. We would probably all be dead because how crazy we are. But I just want to finish playing a little bit of that. This is the solution. It's not gender war, guys. There's people out here don't know nothing about that, and when they post their stuff online about their positive family, then you get they get all of this hate. It's really jealousy. It's really jealousy.
Yours. Is it the same mother and father?
Is it a daycare? Is it a class?
We've been together 16 years. We have 12 children, and we're the #1 dance family in the world.
Malachi, Junior, Janai, Trinity, Messiah, Josiah, Love, Seven, Michael, Royal, Heavenly, and Hope. Did you always want to have 12 children?
No, I didn't always want to have 12 children. I always wanted children of my own because I had a tough life growing up, and I wanted to, just give someone a better life than what I had. When I got to child number 8, I was like, oh, that's a lot now. But then I didn't consider my wife wanted more. That's how we got to 12.
We met at a party. It was a house party in Brooklyn, New York. And I guess I was dancing pretty well because he came over and we.
Now, is this man, does he feel threatened that his wife is talking? You see how dumb, this is what I'm saying. Like, we can't listen if we don't have people. Yeah, if we don't have people that, nobody's relationship is perfect, but if we don't have people to be out here to talk halfway sense, I mean, it ain't got to be all the way sense because it's some halfway sense. If these folks ain't out here doing halfway sense, man, we dead. And it's gonna be a embarrassing death. That's how crazy it is. Yeah. Just because they positive in a sea of negativity, that's what's happening. This is what's up. Save us, ancestors. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But let me, I want to go to this one other part. The bottom line is that's a little solution there. It's a simple solution. This is not the way.
The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over.
You see what I'm saying? We can't have that. When messed up people are out here, they want to mess everybody else up because they all unhappy. You know what I'm saying? They unhappy, they traumatized, they hate, they mad. They're just angry. And like I said before, I'd rather see this family. And I understand that, we got to have protection. And yes, get those protections right now, ladies. So I'm not saying don't get protection. But the black woman, if we see these posts as if, black women with guns is the permanent solution. We're not supposed to live under these kind of conditions. Like, we're not supposed to be living under conditions where, your women are supposed to be nice and sweet, pretty and soft talking and stuff. Right. Yeah, that woman crazy. Yeah, that other chick is nuts. But see, when you live under, somebody taught, I think the Minister Farrakhan said, he was like, when you put the human being under prolonged, like crazy, dysfunctional situation, if you put the human being under injustice, they will start to become crazy. They will just turn crazy. They'll start behaving crazy. They'll start having crazy ideas that don't make no sense. And, who knows what that girl went through? This chick, this other little chick just trying to make everybody gay.
The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming.
You can't convince her of nothing. You can't convince her she wrong. You cannot convince that woman she wrong. That woman is like, I'm turning all y'all gay. Who knows? What if
Dr. Mark Breedlove at Michigan State University says he can take this male rat and make it behave like a female for the rest of its life and vice versa for a female just by altering the hormones it's exposed to right at birth. Because rats are born underdeveloped, that's roughly the same as altering a third trimester human fetus in the womb. But first, he said, I'd need a crash course in rat sex.
He's a Romeo.
He's Romeo. Ooh, look at him.
Male rats like Romeo mount any...
You see, they can do that. So y'all thinking something crazy. It ain't all about how you feel. It's about, as far as, it's a lot of stuff going on. But the point is, are we surprised? If somebody will take a gun and shoot your ass up and shoot your grandmamas and your mamas and then, get charged with one count of murder after they done killed 10 damn people. If that's true, then why wouldn't they experiment on you? Why wouldn't they do that? What's so surprising? These people hate you. This is what a lot of us don't get. Now, just because some of them don't hate us, now I'm not saying every white person hates us. and every black person loves us. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they're a group of people out there, okay? They have access to resources and all sorts of stuff. They hate you. And they think it's too many of you. They think you having too many kids. They don't like you. And that's the only thing I wanted to put out. But I mean, you know, I'm about to end it off. If y'all want to say something, let me see some. If y'all want to, I don't have to end it off, but if y'all want to, y'all can come up, chill out. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I'll put it on Facebook. What's up, Facebook people? All my Facebook folks. Y'all can come in too. Let me put that out there. And I'm just going to play a couple other things. If y'all want to come in, just click the link and come on up, and we will make it happen. We will make it happen. What's up, BMT?
I got to sit and break bread and rock with you, man. Like,
right, brother. Speak. What's going on?
So,
hey, what's going on?
What's up, guys? What's up? Yeah, Yapa. Nah, what y'all got to say on anything?
Yeah, no, I think you did a really good intake on it. This is why I'm getting tired of going to these panels now with all this damn spaces of male space, female space. I'm getting done going to this shit because they're followed by certain programming agendas.
Right.
But they don't speak about intact families.
Mm-hmm.
They don't actually push for viability of a black man in the home for leadership and for a woman actually incorporating femininity. There's always some type of broken damn syndrome or mindset, and after a while you start seeing it for what it is, and that's why I said, like, at this point they pushing us into some dredge of volatile destruction, but then they wonder why other portions of society are outclassing us.
See,
but they don't want to show the variable of like showing that woman and that man and how they have their children, all that stuff. That is anti-black now. That's anti-black. I shit you not. Mind you, you done seen it. When I show my family, they attack me. So, but showing some woman talking spewing hate and shit against black man, or black men talking about having sex and vicariously doing all kind of crazy stuff, that's black. And so that's why I said, like, these people become devils. They ain't got no soul for common sense.
Exactly. So, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, really. This is it, man. But the thing is, my thing is, like, okay, yeah, it's the problem, true, yes, but guess what? We do have a ways out, and it ain't even that complicated. It's just like, we gotta show it. Somebody gotta show a little bit. You ain't gonna get no more views on it. Like you told me, you was like, "Oh, you trying to push positive, but you ain't gonna get no damn. You ain't gonna get no subscribers like that." So it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really surprising how these white folks are acting. I mean, it's the end of times. You got a lot of white people who feel like they're forgotten. They feel like they're being ignored. They about to be wiped out, and so they acting out. I mean, it's not really surprising. It's just that's where they at, and they want to get rid of us because at the end of the day, it's about conquering. It's not about togetherness; it's about conquering. So, and however they're gonna do it is how they're gonna do it. So it's not really surprising. As far as like the family thing, you got a lot of broken people out here who sees that as a affront to them. It's like, how dare you be happy in a stable, normal relationship? How dare you act like a actual man, an actual woman?
Yeah.
Why you not a heathen like I am? Why you're not? Why your man is with you? Why is your woman with you? Why is she being cooperative without you laying the hands down on her?
Damn.
Why is he being a provider protector without you yelling and screaming at him? It's like we are so far into the dysfunction that we think this is the normal way of doing things, but then somebody's showing you the actual way, the better way of doing stuff, where you don't have all this extra strife, extra dysfunction. We think it's not normal, and we think it's a affront to us
Yeah,
who are
and
not in
I
functioning.
remember, Brother Speak, it's interesting you said that, man. And everybody, I ain't got a lot of people, but anybody, y'all go to Brother Speak's channel, subscribe to that, put it on YouTube, go to BMT's channel, and put it on YouTube. BMT is actually one of my inspirations. Okay, so y'all go to BMT, Black Male Talk, or no, Business Minded Talk. And I'm about to put that in there. But yeah, I remember when Bill Cosby came out with his thing. Everybody was like, "Oh, that ain't real. That ain't realistic."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had even debates on people who are pro-black talking about how that they thought that was fake, and I was like, wait a second. So a black man who has his family intact, he owns his own business. He's being a doctor, not a thug, not struggling. That's fake to you, but good times is real to you. That's what you want to aspire to.
right.
And
Damn,
that was so sick to me in my head that I'm like, then you wonder why you want to stay in struggle land if good times is your motto on a black family as opposed to the Cosby Show. It boggles my mind. And then, well, Bill Cosby, I'm not as much as whatever Bill did
right,
outside of the media, we didn't know about this. We
right.
didn't know all that because he didn't promote it. He didn't
Exactly.
advertise none of that stuff that he was doing. Yeah, he cheated on his wife. Yeah, I get all that. But you didn't, that wasn't on Front Street. His what was on Front Street is black families being together, supporting each other, black man, black woman together. That's what he put on Front Street. And if you got a problem with that because of what he did in the past, then you got a fucking problem. Oh,
That
he
was
did
a
the pound
weapon.
cakes.
That was a weapon.
Yeah.
See, that's what
And,
we understand. That was a mind weapon. They was like, "Oh, we can't have that."
right. and, and here's the funny part. They talk about the pound cake speech.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear that pound cake speech every day on YouTube. So what are you talking about? You was mad at him for the pound cake speech. A lot of us have given that pound cake speech on YouTube.
Right.
I
Yep.
can go anywhere and hear that same speech, and then you want to get mad at him. Why? Oh, he dealt with white women. You didn't know about that until the media put that out. And guess who knew about that all along? Them same white folks. They knew he was doing that stuff. But the only reason why they put that out is because he's trying to buy NBC.
Yep.
He was
And they made
actually
it feel like that was a joke. Like he couldn't really be realistic. Like he couldn't even, like that's too much for y'all Negroes to even consider. Never consider that. Y'all have no
Right.
options, no chance. Like Bill Cosby literally was setting up to buy the NBC. And they basically make it seem like, oh, how dare you even think that you have the ability to get something like that?
Yeah.
We don't want Negroes to think like that. Y'all Negroes, don't stay in y'all Negroes' place. Shit.
No. And what's funny, they get help by people who claim to be pro-black. They can't claim to be for their people, but they don't even want you to think like that.
See,
that's the thing that messes me up. I'm like,
well, my thing is, I want to take back pro-black. The I hate this is one of my pet peeve. BMT, you know it's true too. I don't like it when people mess up our definitions. That's good, like woke. I don't like that because it's like they want to mess it up so you don't want it no more, and now you got to find something new. Like they keep taking our stuff and mess it up, and then we got to come up with something new. Like
Right.
Pro-black means that you are doing something that's good for black people. What's wrong? How can you mess that up? Pro-black is not Umar Johnson in his bullshit. Pro-black, it's like they want to actually equate like pro-black with just a person can do something pro-black and then the next minute do something that's stupid. That don't mean that pro-black is not pro-black. It's the actions, so that people don't have authority. Like when people talk about, oh, I'm gonna take your black card, like,
you don't have that authority to do that.
There's no authority. This is what I'm saying. People
they've been trying to pull my black card. They've been trying to pull my black card years ago on YouTube, and I'm like, Negro, I'm the only black man that gets on with a whole family and shit. Like, what do you mean? Like, stop it. Like, I actually show black businesses the industry, and but I understand that these are the ops of that are set against us. That's why I always side eye in certain conversations and talk points. And I always, like I say, I had a discussion where a woman was pushing being a sugar baby on a panel.
Wait, what's a sugar baby? Tell everybody.
A sugar baby is a woman that goes and seeks out men to give her money and pretty much another form of solicited escort.
Okay,
ladies
like
in the night,
prostitutes
and stuff. And so I look at it and I said, well, you preaching that to black girls, and we're hearing all these issues of abuse and sexualization and all kind of things happening, versus telling them to get with a brother that they can build with. I ain't telling them to get with struggle love. See, you call that struggle love.
See,
you call that struggle love. Well, you, sir, do you know anybody that you don't know no six-figure man? I said, well, baby girl, I built my kingdom. I'm trying to tell you, I got 16 plus years or more in.
See,
I don't mind telling my hardships and all my stuff.
Right.
I didn't get here overnight, but I said, you telling young girls about, oh, forget all that love stuff. And I said, you're anti-black community and anti-black establishment, because you will tell them and lead them down a path of some talking points about it's about the dollar.
See?
So you will put our women and men up for auction. And so when you hear these talking points from these type of people, black men do this, black men do, look, read these titles of what these people be saying about black men.
It's crazy.
And I don't care who hear it, but I'm gonna do a stream about it later on. All these goddamn black men talk about big women. How you gonna say that? And majority of the women that we are with are shaped a certain type.
Right.
Black men hate us. How? And I look at every talking point, and I get tired of y'all goddamn shining Negroes running to this goddamn shit like YouTube is life. Like YouTube represent and that's how you know these people don't live in no realistic view. They keep on comparing their little sub-hub bubble to what actually black folks who are out there working, providing, feeding, and educating are doing.
Right.
Like somehow we all are just born evil. And I'm like, after a while, y'all sound no different than them white supremacists that be saying crazy stuff about how we can't read or are intelligent. Now y'all done seen their boys are coming out and have no problem grabbing ARs and shooting y'all,
killing you straight
and
up.
y'all will still say, "I'd rather be with that than be with a black man."
You see that?
And then you'll have it where these same black men will run over to some crazy ass broads, and I mean that's your choice. But then these same women will get on TikTok and Instagram and say y'all smell like piss, y'all look crazy.
How old are you, Maverick?
And all kind of stuff. So I don't have to make it up. You see what they tell you when they get to when certain groups get to a certain level of power, they don't give a damn to tell you Negroes how they feel about you. They really don't.
Right.
Exactly.
Look at this.
Hey, what's your name? Maverick? Maverick. That is awesome. How old are you, Maverick? He is 4 years old. Show me what you do with the gun. Do it again. Take the magazine out. Oh, can you put it back in?
Ain't that precious?
Yeah!
Yep. They're gonna be.
You know, I got coworkers that can't do that, right? Grown men and women can't do that.
Now,
Crazy
what I say to people, I'm like, okay, okay, you know, he can do that. He can kill people. He can, but is that like what are we thinking?
Imagine.
Thinking.
You know, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I did a video. You can ask people who was there.
Mm-hmm.
I did a video of me and my sons showing self-defense and firearms. That video got struck down.
Oh yeah, you black.
That's why I don't do those videos with kids. It was how to say child abuse and child endangerment.
See that? You see,
how dare a Negro be in there with a bunch of children and with guns? And I'm like, well, damn, y'all just had a little white girl. Damn, her daddy shooting a goddamn MP5.
Yep.
And so when people be saying we don't got black men teaching positive stuff to these boys, I said, well, damn, every time we do put up something, y'all see no father-son black videos of them breaking down a firearm and explaining how to shoot in their own privacy? Because that would mean, hold up, why you got that gun, Negro? What are you doing?
How dare you?
How dare you? Hey, hold up. I told you to go out there and kill. See. I didn't tell you to come back here and teach, Mike. I didn't tell you to come back here and put on a uniform, bro. Speak. Hold on. What you doing, Negro?
See, you have to stay in your place. You have a certain place, and you trying to get out of the place that we put you in, Negro. That's dangerous. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like you could have the black woman. So now they allow the black woman, you know, she's allowed, not you. Because we're scared of you with it. We don't want you. You might get an idea. You see what I'm saying? See, we don't see this. This is the problem with a lot of us. We literally, it's just like if you don't know who is your opposition, or you want to pretend like they not, okay, you can pretend, but they don't. They know who. That baby knows who they training for. You. God damn. They know who they're training for.
They're not ready. He already ready. And the funniest thing also is that we get blinded by all these other people, all these other that supposedly black folks that supposed to be for us. They blind us to the true people that we should really be focused on. You know, that's why like the video I'm going to be doing later on, you know, there does need to be a separation. You know, there has to be a separation between people who are about family, who's about the community, and being a better class of people, as opposed to people who just want to exist and just want to use up people.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that you got to abandon them. I'm not saying that you got to disrespect them or anything like that. But at the end of the day, there does need to be a separation, because I can't have you around me if you're going to bring unwanted attention. I can't have you around me if I got to watch my back for you. I can't have you if I'm a woman. I can't have you if you're going to be a scantily dressed chick and you're drawing not only the attention of undesirable men, but also my husband. I can't have you as a guy who who will stab me in the back for some money, or you're gonna stab me in the back for my chick. I can't have you around. Or you're gonna willing to rob me and all kinds of stuff. I can't have you around. Now you can stay over there, and when we need to come together to take out an enemy, we can do that. And then you go about your business. But we can't be all together in a group.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
If you at the first sign of anybody can pay you a couple of dollars and you're gonna turn on me.
Yeah,
You know?
and see, that's what we got to have. Like, my thing is this. This is what I'm saying, and I've been saying this, not just me, but of course, this is where I get it from, Elijah Muhammad and stuff. But it's like this: don't nobody else want us. Like, black folks, the white man been trying to kill you because why? He don't want you. He really like, oh shit, we don't really want them. What we gonna do? You can't. The Africans don't want all us. Y'all can't. Come on, and you don't want to go there. Then you can't go all. So okay, so the point is this: don't nobody else in the world ain't gonna take all those black people. We got certain problems that we gotta deal with. We can deal with them because we understand them. But it's like, if BMT is gonna be in charge of security, you know, he needs to be calling the shots. If Brother Speak is gonna be in charge of, you know, running, you know, the system of whatever that we do to try to rehabilitate people or whatever, he got to call the shots. You can't be an employee running, you know what I'm saying? That's the issue. Black people know how to deal. We know our problems. We know what to do with our problems. We know our problem people. Now, a lot of the people out here with problems we see, but it's most of this stuff is a result. I'm gonna say I'm be nice. I'm gonna say 80% of the crazy stuff that black folks do out here is because of the conditions that we done grew up in, our parents grew up in. If you change these conditions, I would say a lot of this stuff would clean up within about a generation. We'll still have some problems, but I'm just saying, like, some of the worst stuff that we see, I wouldn't even expect it to last in one generation. Some of this stuff, because it's because a lot of people don't have money, too much drugs in the community, and we know where these drugs came from. Crack babies. Right here, I show this picture every now and then. This man invented crack and fed it to monkeys. And then next thing you know, it shows up in our neighborhood. But anyway, damn, we know a lot of this stuff is because they got control of what we do, where we at, all that.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm about to, you know, but like I said, we about to end it off. It's about 1:10. I wanted to show this real quick. I want to get y'all reaction to this one though. But yeah, I want to get y'all final. I can't show the whole thing because it's a kid, but I just want. Did y'all see this? I'm just gonna show it still first. Hold on. Y'all seen that? You seen this kid? Okay, this is a little boy. You know, I'm just gonna show the video. This little white boy. They got it on YouTube, but I'm not gonna show it because I'm the Negro and they'll ban me, but they'll keep this other dude on, whoever this is. But
What do you want to be when you grow up? A murderer because I like killing. My brain tells me if I like killing. I like killing because when I first watched my grown up killing show, myself started to like killing, and then my brain started to like tell me what to do with killing in it. So I like murders and I like killing in my life. I'm gonna kill everybody in the world except for my family because they just didn't do anything to me. I just like killing. So just any type of person, it doesn't matter. What about me? Yeah. Even me? No, not even my teachers either. Okay, because I'm the first person that you told this. Am I? Yeah. So I just like killing. So what are you gonna be again when you grow up? A murderer. Bye.
y'all didn't see that.
Wait, what do you do?
People putting that stuff out. But the point is, I'm just saying that these kids, these people are from a different community. They could probably solve their problems. I ain't saying that that little boy, he's saying that. I'm sure somebody can fix him by the time he grow up. But what I'm saying is, I mean, when I talk about separation, I ain't talking about going to another country or nothing. But I'm saying that we do need to kind of run stuff where we live, because I don't know if we want our kids growing up. Because if your kids like BMT, you train your kids with guns and stuff. If your kids are being trained to defend themselves with assault rifles, their kids are being trained to use assault rifles. What are we training for anyway? Where's this thing gonna meet up?
I knew what time it was when the country began to shut down and them savages began to come out with guns and battle armor walking the streets. And everybody, oh my God, they're American. So, okay. But let it be with somebody like you go down there and talking about some injustice. That's anti-American.
See?
That's some anarchy. But you gotta ask where it come from. But if you go back and look at some old films, and shout out to my granddaddy, he showed me the old film of the Klansmen walking the streets at night with guns and torches. And so I'm like, history is doing to repeat itself. And they didn't like the way things were going. Them same little weaved incels, whatever, started coming out and walking up on state houses with guns. When they didn't like the way it was going, they had no problem shooting up brothels and different other stuff. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about black men are the most violent. But see, history always prove itself. We got this country fair and square. Y'all genocided for this country fair and square. And so no matter what, they're gonna try to shame you. You can't shame me. I work for the devil. He paid me very well. I've been all over the world. And so you can't tell me something I myself I am indoctrinated in seeing. So when I see how they do business, and I say, okay, I get it. And that's why I try to tell people, well, we need to go to Africa. It's too late.
Say that again. I like the way you put that. The way they do business. See, that's what we gotta get it.
I already see the way they do business.
See, right?
If you don't comply, you die.
And that's the saying, ain't it?
If you don't comply, you die. That's why they always say with the law enforcement, did he comply? That's why they always say with any type of structural thing that they run, did you comply? And if you don't comply, then all right, get rid of them. And y'all can say whatever. Y'all can't run this game on me. Y'all can't. They done found out the FBI knew about these shooters.
Yep.
They knew about them. You don't
Yep.
think they don't know about that little boy, that little serial demon that just said, I just can't wait to see death and destruction. And then, now let your child have said some shit like that in school. They would have came down there with CPS and pulled that child immediately. That little boy, good job, Timmy.
See this shit?
So then when he go and start stabbing and shooting, or he can't get his way, y'all gonna say, well, it's Call of Duty. It's rap music. That's why our children are influenced like that. But him, that's just him being a kid.
See,
and so
kid.
And so when you gotta understand how certain structures and y'all can't call me BMT crazy. I'm not. I haven't lost my mind. I just understand the world for the way it is. That's why John Henry Clark said, "A black man, you don't got no friend."
That's right.
Because goddamn, any friend that you thought you did have, they done killed him. So we didn't have no plans to fly no crack here. Negroes didn't know how to make crack. They showed you and taught you and say, well, you make this crack, Negro. Well, wait, so you won't let me go into your college, but you want me to make crack? Yes. Now, how is this possible? The Italians can make crack and dope and all kind of shit, and they be looked at as, oh my God, look at them, their family, Mamma Mia. Y'all Negroes ain't do nothing but lazy, eat watermelon, and smoke crack. Yeah, they'll tell you all that good shit. They'll always want to show black impoverished neighborhoods, but they don't want to show well-to-do black suburbs where ain't nobody doing nothing but living their life. Somehow we poor.
Remember Yummy?
Huh?
Remember Yummy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, that's y'all fault, black people. Y'all degenerates. See, and yeah. That's what I say. I say, yeah, because of the situation, everybody who knows Yummy, he killed the girl. So yeah, he probably did deserve to get killed. But the point is, the police didn't get him. Who got him?
Some people.
Some other young black boys killed him, and they still in jail. They
put him, well, see, but the thing about they knew at the time he was a detriment danger to the community.
And that's my point. They know who does danger. You see what I'm saying? And instead of solving the problem or letting the community solve the problem, because the community they will protect that person. Or of course, if let's say somebody hurt your kid and you go out there and take care of it yourself, you stand in jail. Because the police job is to protect crime. And that's how I look at it. That's just my take on it. Ain't nobody got to agree with me, but that's what I believe. But I think the history you was talking about with the black people and stuff, like with the Klan walking down the street and stuff like that. Guess who they were scared of? See, they don't tell you this part of the history. They were scared of these niggas.
Make sure you do your chores.
Yeah,
not that they was mad at. They didn't want this. This is who they didn't like. They didn't like this because they was like, that's who, when they got home, I got a little book too that shows how they was systematically going after like World War I and II. They was going after them black veterans because they was the ones running towns and stuff. That's who.
Yeah.
I wasn't a problem when I came home. And I wasn't a problem when I came home and I was quiet. I became a threat when I started running for town council and board. And they were like, Joe, I remember the lieutenant of the police department came to my house. He said, "This is a nice house."
Mm.
And I said, "I know it is. It's my house." And after that, I said, he said, "You're a veteran. You can relax and rest. Why you want to get involved in politics?" I said, "Why would I, a black man, not want to be involved in politics?" I said, "You a very nice white man. Why you want to be a cop?"
See?
And he was like, "Well, because I want to protect." I said, "Well, I protected this whole country. Now," and I said, "I also protected you." I said, "So why would I not want to be?" I said, "Why would you not want me to sit on that seat where I know where I can watch over you?" And he said, "Well, you don't got to watch over me."
See?
But what he was telling me is, I don't need you to think you're going to tell me what to do.
That's right.
And I said, "Don't worry." I said, "Well," I said, "I'll tell you what. You can leave off my porch. I'll see you at City Hall."
And who was that? The council?
See, that was a lieutenant. That was a lieutenant of the police department. He wanted to talk with me. They know
Well,
who
yeah.
I am. They know my family and my church and everything.
Yeah,
But
because what happens is they don't want your thinking there. They already know. They see. I mean, we could go into this a lot, but
that's happened to plenty of black men that
yes,
have. And see, what was it? Oh, that ain't true. That ain't realistic. That ain't something that happened. Y'all don't. Okay, y'all. See, we're crazy when black people or black men say, "Hey, these things happen," but then you find out later on that so and so officers have been doing house visits or been showing up to places of your interest. There's nothing done by design. These people do these things for a reason.
You see, if the enforcer of rules, and I'm gonna end it off with you, brother. Speak, but because this is when I'm gonna say it like this. This is my take on it. We always coming up with new laws and stuff like that, but really that ain't necessarily the thing. That man didn't want BMT up in there because you go get in his business. To him, that's his business, and he don't want your thinking there. They have a different kind of thinking and a different objective, and that's what a lot of us don't understand. Like, we got a way we feel it should go. They got a way they feel it should go. And it's the same rules, the same laws, but what they're gonna do is kind of steer it their way. What you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, because again, it's their laws. They're going to bend into their way. And as far as like you said with the military, as long as you killing for them, that's fine. But when it's time for you to do for you, that's where the problem comes in. That's why I say when people talk about this white supremacy and all this kind of stuff, I'm like, you're not even in the position to challenge them yet. You think this is white supremacy. Wait till you get some actual power. Then you really gonna see what's really going to happen to you. You whining about how they don't want to serve me and all this kind of stuff. That's minor stuff to what BMT was talking about. Where he coming, where the lieutenant, quote unquote, threatening him. You trying to get power? We can't have that here.
Yeah.
You're not ready for that yet. And this is why, like I said, these other talking points, when I hear people whining, dudes talking about this stuff, I'm like, you're not even ready to challenge it yet. You still on relationships. You still on trying to get a woman to get with your program. You're not ready yet. You still worry about you care more about the woman's feelings than you care about getting power. You're not ready. So that's what, and the same with the woman. You worrying about what these white women going to do, and you worrying about what these black men who they sleeping with, but you're not even worried about your men getting power to protect you. You worrying about, well, I can control him, and all these other women ain't gonna want him. That's not the point, sis. You ain't in no power. What are you worried about what these dudes doing with their penis? I'm worried about what these women gonna do when they have power. Because guess what? That white woman can go to a white man and do away with all the shit that you've gotten. That's what she can do. And still take your man whenever she feel like it.
Damn.
And when she's done with him, she'll throw him right back to you. And guess what? The other thing you're going to do, you're going to follow her. She's not going to follow you. She's never followed you. You follow her. So all this other talk, I don't care about feelings. I don't care about emotions. I don't care none of that. All I care about is power. Who has it and who don't. And the sad thing is, a lot of us don't understand. We don't have no power here.
And that's see, yeah, you hit it right there to me. Because I'm like, we're gonna suffer some, we're gonna look stupid right now because, like you said, we don't have the power we should have. But a lot of us think the way we get power is to beg and ask them, and we need to get a better job, and you need to give us employment. We need employment. Well, how you gonna be the boss if you the employee? You got to be the boss. That's power.
Right.
You have to want to be the boss at least. And yeah, maybe you got to work there for a minute, just but you stacking your chips away, right? And you gonna be the boss somewhere else though. You see, it's just like getting out of your parents' house. Like we live in here, we live it under their rules, right? And they're like, we can't send them nowhere, and we want to keep the country. What else choice do we have, Sam? Kill them. So they're trying to poison the shit out of us. They're trying to kill us. We won't die. We won't go away. We keep telling them we love them. Why do you hate us? These damn people hate us. If we can get that in our head, I think we will start just that one point. I'm not in that. And see, what confuses us is that when someone says these people hate us, we're thinking like every single white person hates you. No, that's not true. But the white people they let have power, they hate you. Those are the ones that hate you. And those are the ones that matter because those are the ones that can do stuff to you. Those white people those little white people that like you and cool with you and they really wouldn't do this and do that. They betray their own people. They have little screening, little organizations, and I'm gonna do a show on that. We had that too, but we think it's crazy. We think it's scary, like secret organizations. This is Moses Dixon. He had this Taborian Knights. What was it? Knights and Daughters of Tabor. These little secret organizations, even like the old Masons with those blue ones. I forgot what they call, but the Masons, the black ones though, because the white Masons and the black Masons is different. But you had to have these little organizations just so you can screen people's thinking. Then you let them into power. That's how they do it, and that's how they keep loyalty. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into some of that a little bit later. I appreciate y'all coming up. Brother Speak, BMT, brothers in the chat. Yapa, hopefully one day we'll get to speak to you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I hope for y'all a good day. Make sure you're going to have a stream today, Speak?
Yeah, I'm about to start it right now.
Okay, so I'll swing on over there to you then.
All right, man.
All right,
I'll see you later.
Peace. Love you guys. Thanks for coming up, everybody. And you know, like I said, we try to keep it good, try to keep it positive, try to keep it powerful. Sometimes I have a little fun here and there. I might be wrong. You don't got to agree with me. You can argue with me. It's all good. But we want to just be able to respect each other in our disagreements, but, you know, learn how to work with each other and work on what we do agree on. So that's kind of how I like to run it. I don't like changing nobody's opinion necessarily, but I just want us to refocus instead of trying to focus on what we don't agree on. If we would just kind of focus on what we do agree on, then we'd get along a lot better. So that's my thing. All right, y'all. Peace.